So if you're looking for a place, for example, in Zurich, this is how you can do it. You go to trustroots.org and you go to the search function and you search for places and you put in Zurich, for example, and it brings you to Zurich. Now if you go back a little bit, then you can see there's approximately 23 people in and around Zurich. Now we go a little bit closer. Now we can see that some of these people live a little bit outside and some of them live a little bit closer to the city center. So I'm going to go a little bit closer now, and I'm going to go ahead and open all these people so that I have a clear view. So one, if you click on the mouse, if you click a right click, open link in new tab, or with the scrolling part of the mouse, just click on that. It also has a button, and you can just open them one after the other, like this, like this, like this. This takes a while. Especially because my computer's a bit slow. Okay, so I'm nearly finished. It's a little bit difficult to see all the dots because the green on green is a little bit a difficult contrast, and the orange is not also that good. But if you look carefully, then you can definitely see all the points. I think I got everything. Now, if you look carefully, the ones I already clicked on are a little bit faded out. So if you look carefully, you can see that this one I didn't click on yet, so it's not faded out. Now when I click on it now, then I can see that when I click somewhere else now, it will be faded out, this one. So now that I got all of these, I can go back a little bit and see, okay, these ones I didn't click on yet because they're not faded out. These ones I didn't click on yet, and this one I didn't click on yet. This one I didn't click on either. I go back one more, and then I can just go ahead and click on these. I think this is my limit basically because it's starting to get really close to the next city if you look carefully, and I don't want to go all the way to a different city. Actually, I'd rather stay in Zurich. Then after you get all of these, what I do is I count how many tabs are open. Now I got all the ones I wanted to get. This is a different city, so I'm not doing that. And this is also a different city, so I'm not doing that. But all the rest is pretty close to Zurich. Now I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And if you remembered, then when I go back here, then you can see that I have exactly 23 in the city of Zurich. And now I've got all my 23 people in Zurich here. The next step is to go to the next tab with Control Tab and click on send a message after reading the person's profile. So I'm just going to quickly read it. Hi, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I'm a total creep. Oh, that's interesting. So I'm going to send, oh, and I can see here that I already sent them a message 3 months ago and they didn't answer. So I'm going to write again. Hey, I'm in Zurich again. Maybe you can host me this time. And I'm going to go ahead and copy this because I might have to send it a few times. And with Control Enter, I can send it, or I can just click on the send button. I'm going to close this tab and go over to the next person. Here I can read about their profile a little bit and see, okay, that's very interesting. Next, and they say here, oh, they couldn't host me. Okay, so let me write, maybe you can host me this time. And then I go over to the next person. And I see here, not much to say here. Working at Google, ooh, that's interesting. So I go here, and I see I haven't wrote them before. So I write, hey, I saw you are working at Google. Make the request a little bit personal. That sounds so cool. I'm in IT myself. Would love to catch up, even if you can't host me. Now I just remembered that I forgot the dates, right? I'll be in Zurich at the 30th. Could you host me then? And then I go ahead and I copy this sentence because this needs to go in the other messages. I can also see that our common circles are food sharing, for example. So I could have written something about the food sharing stuff as well. But now I wrote about the Google, so that's also nice. And I can open up the other messages that I did, and now I can add this message here that I forgot to write. I'll be in Zurich the 30th. Okay, so we did that. Now back to here. I can see here they didn't write anything about themselves, or she didn't write anything about herself, but in the accommodation there's some information, and of course we can see the circles in common are dumpster divers and hitchhikers. You need to bring something to sleep on yourself, like a mat or a sleeping. So yeah, let's send a message. I can see, oh, I already wrote the message, and then another message, but I guess one more message doesn't hurt. Let's do, hey, maybe I'll delete this part here. Hey, I'm in Zurich again. On the 30th, could you host me then? Or maybe I write third times a charm. So make it a little bit funny. And then I go to the next person, and I see, oh, look, born in Switzerland, they like raclette, they like saying no, or they're capable of saying no, music, couch in the living room. Okay, that sounds great. So let me do, I'll be in Zurich at the 30th. Hikers and cooking, it's not something I like, but I mean, we're all human beings, so maybe they like me anyway. I'll just send them pretty standard text because I didn't really find anything in common. And that's also okay. Next, convertible sofa for 2. Part-time in Zurich. Happy to provide shelter for travelers. Chimney, that's funny. So let me write them here. Oops, I already wrote them and I confused hikers with hackers. So that's funny, but I guess I can still write them again. Let's go with the other sentence of I'm in Zurich again on the 30th. Could you host me then? I think I really need someone with a chimney. Maybe they'll get the joke. Maybe they don't even remember that they wrote that they had a chimney. But let's see. So, going over to the next person. I live outdoors. Last 2 Williamsburgs. So I don't think they can host me. I think this person is someone I actually recognize. And they're living outdoors. So, but yeah, I guess it doesn't hurt to just write. So I'll write them anyway, even though I'm pretty sure they can't host me because they live outdoors. But yeah, maybe that's also an adventure. Hey, hey, how are you? Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. Do you actually have a place to host? Otherwise, it'll also be nice to just catch up. So, let me move on to the next person. Here we have, oh, couchsurfing profile, quite some traveling, can offer a camping mattress, wooden floor, bring your own sleeping bag. Okay, so I already wrote them 3 months ago, so I guess second time's a charm. Let's try again and move on to the next person. And here I see I live in an old, really beautiful, really cozy. Write me if you need a place. Okay, I see that in answer again. Hikers, LGBTQ. I mean, I like their circles, but there's not really much I can write about that. So I'm just moving on. And solo traveler going around the world. Sofa. I haven't written them before. There are no circles in common, and not really much to do with here. And the reply rate is also 0, so I'm thinking they probably made this profile just to ask people or something. But I guess it's worth a shot. So let's try. But I'm not gonna, pretend to make a personal message because there's not much personal we can speak about, and they don't usually reply anyway. So next, Dimitri, creative personality, exploring inner and outer worlds. Okay, music projects, that's interesting. Also reply rate of 0, so yeah, but I guess might be able to host. I mean, it's also worth a message. I can see that we have the hackers and van life, so I can write, I don't know, really love the van life mentality. I just watched a cool YouTube video about that this morning. Now what I can do is I can go ahead and find that YouTube video that I watched this morning and link it on the chat. in the message. So I'm going to go to my history, and I'm going to search for watch history. I'm going to search for van life and hope that it will come up. Yeah, this is it. Nope, this is not it. This is it, exactly, today. This is something that my mother sent me a while ago. But yeah, this is good. So I'm going to right click this, copy link address. Now I got the YouTube video here. Now I go back here and I mark a cool YouTube video and I say I want a link. So this is the link sign. You can see it says link. I can paste this YouTube link and now they have a link to this so they can see what video I watched. I'll be at Zurich on the 30th. My autocorrect is saying that I got this sentence wrong. It should be on and not at. So I'm going to correct that. Just watched a cool YouTube video about that this morning. I'm also really into IT and maybe we could chat about some of all that cool hacking stuff because they're in the hackers circle, as you can see here. So again, Control Enter to send, Control W to close the tab, and I'm right on the next person. Spread love, food, music, and wine. Self-employed, gastronomy, culture, not very rich with money, but with zest for action. Queen-size bed, 2 guests. I already wrote them before. I can see a bunch of stuff that we're in common with, even the Trustroots volunteers circle. So I'm just gonna write them. I'll be in Zurich on the 30th. Could you host me then? But I guess this is the better one. Hi, hey, I'm in Zurich again on the 30th. Could you host me? Maybe this time I can write. Yeah, maybe this time I can write. Are you into volunteering for Trustroots? By the way, that's super cool. Maybe that'll get their attention. And there we go. We carry on to the next person. Just obtained a degree from ETH Zurich. Quantitative finance. I'm weighing my options about what's the next steps in my life. Okay. Not completely private. Sounds good. Hikers. I'm not a real hiker, but I don't know why I'm actually in that circle. I'm in Zurich again. Could you host me then? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the hiker circle. I guess I got that wrong. I thought it was hackers or something, because I'm definitely not a hiker. It's getting weird to have all these circles in common with these people when I'm not really into hiking that much. Okay, so next, lone traveler since a long time, random interesting and less interesting facts. Oh, I can drive a tram, that's pretty cool. Star Wars for Star Trek, looks like some proper geek, which is pretty cool. Tons of books. Harry Potter, I also like Harry Potter. Yeah, back to couch surfing, I guess I can understand that. Reply rate 0. But I give him a shot, let's see. Even has 1 experience, so I can check that out. I can see he goes to the female member who just said she recommended him without really putting a message. And she has a picture and a profile. For some reason, this is a little bit broken. I can see here she seems like a normal person, so I feel like, okay, she gave him an experience, so I guess I could trust him a little bit more or something. But I'm okay with trusting everyone anyway, so for me it's not a big deal. let's send them this message and maybe write them something about their profile, which is maybe, can you teach me how to drive a tram? That's funny. So, next, completing my master's degree, growing up in the US, modern authors, some kind of music, taste. Please make it a personal request. My home isn't a hotel. Ooh, that's good to know. Furry friend, so I guess an animal, cat probably. Haven't sent them a message before. They're nomads, but they're asking for a personal message, so maybe I put a little tiny bit more effort at trying to see how I can make this personal. I see here, if you'd like to stay with me, write you love cats. So, I like Orwell. Let's write about that. Yes. So, I go here and I say, I like Orwell. Unfortunately, I don't love cats. Is that a strict requirement? I don't mind cats though, and sometimes I like playing with them. So, go over here and correct all the spelling mistakes. I'm terrible. Add a comma, and then maybe here, add, so if I do here enter, then I make a new line. I'll be in Zurich on the 30th, could you host me then? Control enter, Control W, next person, new to Trustroots, was hosting for 10 years, nice hammock. I love hammocks. One contact, oh, Bear, that's funny, I know Bear. So, let's write here, hey, I love hammocks, and I know Bear. How do you two know each other? So then I go here and I do, I'll be in Zurich. Enter here, and then Control Enter to send the message, and then next person will be in Zurich. Into bicycles. I have 2 couches in the living room. So if they're into bicycles, maybe I'll send them this song, you know, Queen, bicycles, bicycle. I just copy that. There's also another song from in German that I like. I get that link as well. And I can just send them here. Hey, I also like bicycles, and I love these songs about them. And then I can do here this one and this one, and now I can write I'll be in Zurich on the 30th. Could you host me then? And we're writing too many people too fast. Slow down and try later. Again, okie dokie. I guess I reached my limit. So I'm gonna try again here, see if that still comes. That's a pity. I only have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more people to write, but I guess I'll have to wait for a bit and write these later. So I'm going to leave this open. I'm going here and I'm going to click on messages because I think some people answered me already, and I can see here that this person answered me, no, I won't be there. Okay, thanks so much for that quick answer. Beautiful. Oh, I can't even write this message because I'm writing too many messages. That's okay, I'll write this message later then. Okie dokie, so that's how you try to find a host in a city. Wish me good luck.